Welcome back to some Little Gator game. I'm Dear Darling, and let's go find new friends on an adorable adventure. Well, last time, I didn't even realise there were stickers on the save file with each of our friends, but last time, what are we doing? I'm not really sure. We have this, which pings out the nearest thingamabobs for us, and we also have a megaphone to give a shout. I think that is... I think that's not the farmer, the trash collector. So I believe at the moment we're basically just trying to find all the things which we have yet to destroy around this place and actually, yeah, collect everything. I don't know how many... 1624 is quite a lot. I don't know how many we'll need, really, before we can go back to the trash person, but she's always looking out for me. I don't remember seeing this one before. There must be an achievement for seeing, I would assume for seeing all the different memories scattered about the place. So I'm kind of surprised how many we're missing at this point. I also completely forgot we're in like baby mode right now. So that's why we are so tiny and low to the ground. But otherwise we're having just sort of a very chill time, relaxing on the island. I think while we're nearby we might as well go to the trash collector to see. Oh, actually, you're on the complete other side of the island. Never mind. We're in no rush to get to wherever you are at the moment. The thing I think I'm most curious about is I wonder how many other... I just want to sort of walk up here to see if there's any trash closer to the side, and not really. But I wonder how many other companions we've, you know, yet to actually find. Or if there are any whatsoever. So I think there's a decent chance that it might just be trash person left. Why is there so much like confetti around here? But we're in Esme's lair right now. Otherwise known as the Lord of Darkness, the Lady of Darkness. Whoa, whoa! I absolutely want to see a speedrun of this game to see what crazy mechanics they can pull off to maximize their speed, you know? Oh yeah, all of these ones around. I can't remember your name. That's someone new. Who are you? Okay, well we'll have a look at that later. But for now, let's get rid of all these flying monsters surrounding our good friend from Newfoundland. But not actually from Newfoundland. I think I gave him like a Minnesotan accent or something, but I don't remember your name. I think it was like... I think it starts with T. That's what I'm thinking. Like Talia or something like that. I don't know. Where's this game a Kickstarter game? I wonder how many of the names of the other characters you find are actual like people who backed the game. I think that would have been cool. If I had known about it, I would have backed the game. Maybe you would have seen a D in here. Maybe you wouldn't have. I don't know. Depends, I suppose, how long ago the Kickstarter was. Okay, there's a lot of trash around us still. Wow, there's a whole floating island up there. In the distance I see an island, I see a light that faintly glows. Clearly I got very lazy around this part and did not see the need to incessantly destroy all of these plywood enemies that we have around here. It's almost... I was going to say it's a shame that we don't have like a grappling hook item. I actually completely forgot. We do have a grappling hook item, the sticky hand. It's not very practical, all things considered. Is this how we first met you? I don't remember that. Unless you're someone else. Aren't you Billy? Hello again. Nice to see you. Want me to throw you a pie? Just stand on my blowhole again. I don't even remember coming here in the first place, but... we'll take you up on the offer so we can handedly take out these baddies which stand here, and of course this earthenware pot which should not be allowed to exist. I wonder if he was the one who threw these up here. But yeah, otherwise it's a very nice time. You know what this sort of like jumping around and sort of like floating down reminds me of? Reminds me a lot of a short hike. Like the same sort of vibes. It's just a 3D, a short hike, right? Except for the ultimate goal is not to get to the top, but it's to go everywhere around the island to find your friends. And I think that's very heartwarming to say. Okay. Over here. You must be very nearby. Who on earth are you? This way. Oh, I was trying to actually throw the shuriken, but oh, my mouse is on the screen. Shuriken is tucked away, not equipped at the moment, and thus not accessible. I'm sorry, the shuriken can't come to a phone right now. Why? Because they're in my inventory. Okay, let's speak to you. Okay, go. Now. Now! Jump now. Who are you? Maybe in another 5 minutes. Samantha.
My friend told me something, but I'm not sure I believe him. He say if you go fast enough and you jump right when you hit the water, you bounce. I want to try for myself, but I'm not a good swimmer. Maybe I'll never know for sure.
They say it's jump right as you hit the water, but I can't be a normal cannibal, right? Maybe if I had a board or something. Okay. I don't know if we've ever tried this, but... Woo! Wow! So cool! I can't believe we've never even seen you before, Samantha.
You did it! I can't believe you did it! I'm gonna go tell everyone at the playground I saw someone really skip on the water. See you there.
New friend in town, Samantha. As we got a life preserver, an inner tube. This will make skipping on water even easier. Cool. I wonder if it actually does. Hold on. Compared to the others. Because hold on, do we just sink if we use anything else? We do! Interesting. So this actually has a practical element to it. Whether you decide that practical element is worth it or not, there's not really much water traversal which is necessary in this game, but... let's quickly see if there's anyone else nearby as well. This way. Someone's at the top of a windmill, okay. That's a surprising amount of friends, which I did not recruit. Like, I just never even ran into them. I think I did say someone's going to be at the top, but I think I said the radio tower, not the windmill. I didn't even realise there was a windmill. Or, I probably did at some point and just forgot. Okay. I like the fact that we're able to hop and move about while asking Jill for locations of plywood cutouts to destroy as well. Again, I must reiterate every single time, there's an absolutely absurd amount of, well, anything for any child to be doing for their make-believe games. Like, with make-believe games, I feel like I always played as a child, were much more imaginary in your head, you know. Everyone donned a role, a mask of some make-believe playtime thing. And then I don't know, things just sort of spawn from that. I feel like I spoke about this before in an Animal Crossing episode, but it's very relevant here. These playground games. You might be like, what were the most popular playground games when you were growing up? Well, make-believe ones, necessarily, because I think the most popular would have probably been like It, or Tag, as you call it in America. And it's also called a whole variety of different names in the UK as well, mind you. Like, I know it as It, but it's also called like Tig. I think it's called like Chase as well or something, I can't remember. There's some other names for it. Tig Tag. There's another one from like some very specific region which has a very specific name. Okay, there's one down there. I think we can just snipe this one if anything. Start throwing left-handed. It'd be very nice if you could not. Ah! Well, we're down here now, so. No, but we had like one very popular game I actually remember from primary school that we used to play, and it was essentially called, I think it was just called Zookeeper, I'm not sure. But basically one person was a zookeeper and everyone else was animals, and they had to go around essentially just feeding everyone. Or the way you play, I know, it's strange the way that kids' games works, because it's a simpler time, I suppose, without much of a goal or a destination. But everyone would choose to be an animal, of some kind, and then they go up to the zookeeper being like, I want to eat food, or if you were really into it, you would just make like animal noises. And they'd be like, oh, you know, what animal are you? And they'd be like, I'm a badger. And they'd be like, oh, you know, here's some like insects and worms or something. And you go, yum, 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 yum. That's it. And you just, there's not much to it. You just go around pretending you are that animal, I suppose. Over the delightful joys of children's games or play. What are these? Oh, they're just birds. I thought they were like little standees or something. Which hold no bearing over needing goals or anything similar of that ilk. Just simple. Be the animal. There was also this other sort of battle one we played, where everyone had like special powers of some kind, and you go around sort of like blasting people. Some people always cheated about that. That's all I remember. I think that's like a universal constant, to be honest. I remember I made my special power. I could give people shields, so they'd have a one-time hit or whatever, and it'd be okay, or something like that. I don't remember what other things really came about. Other sort of like play pretend things. There's always house as well. I think that was something which happened more in nursery because we actually had props. But then when you get into our older years, you had to go play out on the playground. Where's it? Over there. Well, at least we had to go play out on the playground, which, you know, you don't have access to like the teacups and sets and housing and chairs or whatever that you had before. So that kind of sort of went by the wayside, if anything. Which is a shame. Houses, I think, is a fun game. Well, whoa, we can go fast. What else? I don't know. It's hard to think of what other sort of... Really? Over here for this? Play pretend games we had back in school time. Apparently there's another one. Might as well get them all now. Before I miss them out entirely. I haven't done this one. Oh, I probably never successfully did this one. Oh. Lo and behold. What's your name? Darcy. That's your name. Trying to think, what other ones did we even play? It's really hard for me to remember, to be honest. I don't remember much about this one. I remember there was one where it was like someone could like hypnotize people or whatever, and then you basically just did like silly stuff or whatever. Then you're like, oh, I'm hypnotized or whatever. I don't really remember much else from it.
I would never have made it out there myself.
Look, we're still discovering new memories. Which I'm now thinking, if there is an achievement for finding all the memories, it's going to be rather difficult. Because there's undoubtedly going to be some which I'll miss. But we have no way to really point towards them. Presumably me going around getting all the scrap I haven't collected will be enough to actually find the ones, but you never know. That one seems quite far away. Yeah, what else was a very popular game? I'm not sure. Can't really remember much others. By the way, I don't even know if we played those games all that often. I feel like definitely the most popular games were the sort of games with an actual goal at the end, like It or Tag or Stuck in the Mud was a very much beloved one. If you don't know what that is, it's basically It, but when you get It, you have to freeze. I think it's also, I think the American one is Kick the Can. Except for to unfreeze someone, you don't kick the can, you just have to run up and you like tap them on the shoulder or something. That one always led to, you know, some disputes here and there where people like get frozen or stuck for ages, or people don't want to be It. I don't know. You know how kids are with this sort of thing. Wow, that one's so far away. Okay, I suppose at this point we can get the megaphone back out. There's someone really high up there. Oh, I bet you're a climber, right? Yeah, it's a monkey climber. I wonder if that's the last time we had to actually meet you. I can't remember. Can't think if we get that many more. Oh. I do remember this windmill. I remember seeing that memory and being like, that's quite funny. I guess the climber's up here because we probably need all 3 bands to actually reach the heights they're at the moment. That's my assumption, at least. Hello? Whoosh! Do you hear it? There's a whisper on the wind. It shouts, bracelets, where you least expect it. It is I, the bracelet shop. Would you like to buy one of my beauties? Only 500. Yes? Woohoo! Wonderful. Another beauty joins your collection. Thing. Haha. Infinite power. Acquire all the bracelets and gain enlightenment.
Haha, another bracelet. I feel the power surging through me.
Hero, do you see what has happened?
I bought a bunch of bracelets.
Not just a bunch. All. You have purchased all. Each and every bracelet in the entire world is now yours. What about ones you're wearing? To commemorate this momentous achievement, I have an extra present for you. The present of knowledge. My beautiful, marvelous bracelets do nothing.
What? But I worked so hard to get those.
No refunds. Now go forth with the knowledge that the power was inside you all along. Goodbye. I like how fed up we look.
Is it true? Did we really not do anything? If that's true, then nothing's stopping me from climbing as much as I want. I have infinite stamina.
New friends in town. Is that true? We have infinite stamina? We have infinite stamina! That's crazy. Hello? Hello? Over here. Okay, that's just the trash person again. So let's clear up all the trash that we have in this area. And then we'll go say hi to him again and purchase out their entire stock, hopefully. But yeah, I feel like the most popular games is always it. It actually used to be Bulldog. I think certainly for years and ages above me. But if Bulldog was eventually banned in our school. If you don't know what Bulldog is, it's essentially like, not turn-based it, but it's like it with rounds. You basically have to run from one side of a playground to the other. And if you get caught by the Bulldog, quote unquote, you become one as well. And then it's just become, eventually sort of gets to a point where, you know, there's one person and there's like 17, you know, people who are Bulldogs trying to get them. And that person wins eventually. Well, I guess it's a game where everyone technically loses eventually. Unless you can't get any Bulldogs, which is better, but then use the amulet from chapter 2 to cast a spell.
Wow, and then what happened?
I think we did that one already, actually. I was going to say, trash person is probably pretty nearby. I'm over here. You might be the final one that we have to speak with, and I suppose I'll speak with you in the next episode. And I guess I'll continue talking about Bulldog in the next episode. But yeah, it got banned because people sometimes were very violent when capturing and making other people into Bulldogs. So, that's why we can't have nice things, I suppose, in our school. Anyway, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Lil Gator Game and I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now. Yeah.